Hello, I'm John Naylor from the eCentral Business Show. I'm here with Laura Sillano, resident expert mortgage broker on the eCentral Business Show. Now we're going to do news today. We're going to do news. Before we do this, we're going to talk about advice. It doesn't sound like news to me.
No, it's not advice. It's never advice. There's a disclaimer at the end.
Okay, cool.
Sweet.
So, yeah, we've started this news segment in the show, which I think is fabulous. But what's happened in the lending industry? Is it all doom and gloom?
Oh, it's just understanding the environment that we're in, I think. So I guess for people, if you've been watching the news, you would have seen that there's been a commission into the banking, there's been ASIC remuneration review, there's been the productivity commission, there's been all of these things that are happening around the mortgage broking industry. The effect, I guess, what I wanted to talk about today was the effect that actually has on people who are borrowing. And so what it means, what all of that pressure on the industry is doing for clients who need money. Because there's always an impact of anything that happens in an industry, and the impact generally gets felt by the people who need that service or that product. So as a result of some of the things that are happening, you may have seen that there's been a lot of scrutiny of bank processes, particularly in how they lend, whether they're lending responsibly, what kind of evidence they've sought for things like expenditure. So if that level of scrutiny is happening from a commission level or from from a government review, then it's going to have an on-flow effect on people who are wanting to get loans. Yeah.
So these things have been reported, the recommendations. The industry's out there having to implement things and have made changes already.
So there's a lot of stuff that's already been changed around. There's a combined industry forum that is people in the industry getting together to work on how to deliver better consumer outcomes, which is what all of these commissions and things like that are really trying to do. But in terms of while the industry is going through these things, what's happening is that the lenders are trying to implement changes and meet a new compliance environment, really. And so what that means for people who are getting loans right now is that you may see that it does take longer and that they are requesting more documentation. So they're doing that in response to the environment that they're in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and that's the thing, for instance, it seems to me like will anyone ever get finance ever again?
Yeah. Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
I really do hope so, because we need it. People being able to leverage is what helps them to be able to grow and build their asset and build in the areas that they're interested in building. And so either they're going to buy a house to live in and give them stability and something to pay off and a goal to reach for there, or they're looking to leverage maybe for building wealth through investment portfolios, or they're looking to leverage through business. So, get funding for their business. And cash flow or funding for business is like oxygen. You have to have cash flow in business, otherwise it doesn't survive.
Absolutely.
So, all of those things are really worthwhile causes for people to pursue, but it's just about, in this environment, when there's such scrutiny on how the decision to lend to you is made, your part, how you can empower yourself in that environment is to be really organised and to actually have your ducks in a row and have done your research and be positioned to present your case to the lender in a way that is favourable to you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, case in point, I'm sure it's not all doom and gloom. There's a friend of mine recently is lending currently for an investment property, and I'm going, but you're an IT contractor, but he's getting the finance. And I'm thinking, but you only work 4 months in a year. Surely that presents as a pretty poor case for lend. But obviously he has got his ducks lined up in a row.
Yeah.
He's a tremendously organised guy, so he's getting a result, yeah.
And maybe that's the thing, is that I wouldn't let your current circumstances dictate what your next step might be. I think the key thing there is to actually work with somebody who can help you identify where you sit with the current market. So things like, in case your friend may have lots of money in the bank and may be asking to borrow much less than what his actual capacity might take him to. So those kind of things there will mitigate any potential hurdles in the short-term employment. They
Okay.
could help with that.
Okay.
And also then choosing a lender who doesn't mind that he's on contract. You know, those
Okay.
kind of things. Yeah.
Okay, tremendous. And around that too, like the other thing that seems to be is like we know that anything that needs more compliance takes longer. So
Yeah.
are we seeing the end of the 14-day finance clause, you know, on residential contracts or property contracts? Is that almost
Yeah.
impossible?
Depends on the lender. Some lenders are at really long, at the moment, and we're in August 2018, some lenders are at 8-9 business days to pick up a file before they even look at it. So I guess that kind of thing, you know, you can still go on a 14-day finance clause. I would just say, again, it comes back to being organised and having your ducks in a row preferably before you go to contract. If that can't happen, that's fine. There's still lenders who are out there who are doing it in less time, but you may not. It may narrow your potential lenders that you can go to.
So make sure, very much, that seems to be the common theme across what we've talked about today is organised, organised, organised.
Be organised. because, you know, this is the timing of this has also come in to play with the comprehensive credit reporting as well, which means that the lenders already have a lot of information, a lot more information on you than what they had previously.
Oh, okay.
So
everything's got to line up, it's all got to mesh.
Everything's aligning to really narrow down and put that really deep focus on your affairs. Yep.
All right, well, glad I asked. Anyway, look, no, but what it does come back to is that common theme that of being organised, and obviously that means get in touch with your mortgage broker.
Yeah.
Know a good one?
Yeah.
Who is she?
Ah, that's me. Good segue. It's Laura. Who am I? Laura from Pod Financial. And my phone number is 0422 320 497. And you can connect with the office as well at home@podfinancial.com.au.
Okay, so that's what's going on in mortgage lending this month on the eCentral Business Show. We'll speak to you soon.